Welcome to Jurassic World. Welcome to my spoiler-filled review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I am your host, Master Builder 164. Now let's get to the good stuff. Okay, so the beginning. The beginning of the movie was amazing. It starts with it starts so quiet that you hear bing, 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 and then lights come up, and it's a submarine, and then the camera panels up to reveal they're in the Mosasaurus Lagoon. Now you may be wondering, why would they do that? Well, they're looking for the skeleton of none other than the Indominus Rex, the hybrid that brought down Jurassic World. The monster. So they're there to get the bones for their new little hybrid that we shall discuss later. It starts suspenseful. It then panels to some guy talking to them, blah, blah, blah. The helicopter's just stationary, waiting for the guy to finish. But then you hear some hoots from the Dilophosaurus, which made me a fanboy a little bit. Not gonna lie, I was fanboying because Dilophosaur. I like Dilophosaurus. Who doesn't like Dilophosaurus? I shall kill you. Just kidding. It really started well. The movie started as it started very well, very suspenseful, and I especially love the shot where I also love the shot where thunder just. And it just shows the Tyrannosaurus Rex slowly approaching the guy. And then again, slowly approaching the guy. The guy turns around, and it's bad news. If you've seen the newest trailers, you know what happens to the guy, and that ain't gonna bother. So that's the best part. The other good part is there's a scene that really made me cry. And that scene was the death of the Brachiosaurus. It was also heartwarming. Because it's a symbol. It's literally a symbol. Because the Brachiosaurus, as they're leaving the island after rescuing kidnapping more. I'll explain that. I'm getting ahead of myself. But there's a scene. The Brachiosaurus, you can see the ash cloud coming towards it and the lava. The Brachiosaurus is just there at the dock, roaring and literally crying for help. For the boat to come back, for it to being rescued. The boat being rescued, and oh my God, it's breaking me talking about this. It's roaring, it's like, come back, please come back. I don't want to die. And they just look at it, and then the smoke consumes Brachiosaurus, and the Brachiosaurus roars in agony and pain, and then quiet as it dies slowly. The reason that got me, because the Brachiosaurus was the first dinosaur we ever saw in the first Jurassic Park movie on Isla Nublar, on the island. in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the Brachiosaurus is the last dinosaur we see on the island. It's literally a farewell to it. And that's the thing that made me cry, because it's the first dinosaur we saw. It's the first dinosaur we saw of me as a kid. It's the first dinosaur I saw in the movie. But now, me being almost an adult, it's the last dinosaur I'll see in the island. That's the thing that just made me break. Like, wow, nothing held back. Nothing was held back on that scene. They just wanted you to see that dinosaur suffer and to tell you the park is gone. The island is gone. I'm getting goosebumps here. The island is gone. The park is gone. It's a new age. Welcome to a Jurassic World. That's what it felt to me. That's the scene that's just like, wow. Anyway, there's also a lot of action sequences. I mean, the volcano, that's the loud part. Just like the T-Rex attack from the first movie. When they're attacking the carriage, they're breaking out of the fence. Volcano is the loudest part of the movie, and it's also very cool. It's very cool and also sad. Again, very sad and cool in the same time. Because the dinosaurs running for their lives, and they have nowhere to go unless they jump off a cliff. Literally, they literally have to jump off a cliff into the ocean. But where do they go after that? Like, this movie, man. It's also very fast-paced. Like I said in my non-spoiler review, it's very fast-paced. You're here 1 second, then you're here, and movie's over. Bye-bye. You enjoyed it? Good. Okay, bye. That's how it really felt. I really wish it was longer. I heard 40 minutes was cut from the movie. So, again, can you give us an extended edition? I will buy that in a heartbeat. But please, I would buy that literally in a heartbeat. Anyway, I did have problems with the movie, but at the same time, I don't. I don't in the same time. The villains, they're cartoony because they're like, oh, we're gonna sell the dinosaurs and we're gonna make money. We're gonna make a lot of fortune with these creatures, and they're selling it like to Russians, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, any type of person for their military needs or the black market. But the thing that doesn't, like, it bothers me, like, really? That's money? But yet again, isn't that all the villains from the Jurassic movies? Almost all of them. That's their motivation. Money, money, money talks. Money talks to them. They see cash, they'll do anything for it. But again, it's also realistic, because what if these animals were alive today? What if there was a real Jurassic World? What if it was actually abandoned? I think people would exploit that. I think people try to sell these animals even to the black market. They'll try to kill them if some way, too. They'll try to kill them. Although there was one villain that, like, okay, you are very. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. Like, it's very realistic though. Like, they will sell these dinosaurs. They will want to make money because it's cartoony, yes, but it's also realistic. I mean, it's realistic because guess what? Humans are greedy. They are greedy. All of them. We all are greedy at some point, anytime, any age. We are all greedy. And that's the thing, again, it bothers me, but it doesn't in the same time. And that's why. Because it's also realistic. So it's realistic, and that's why I don't mind the villains being cartoonish. But oh boy, do the critics hate it! Like, hey, that's the thing that pissed them off about the movie. It's gonna make me laugh. So, but that's not all the villains. There's one villain that you will hate. He's a hunter. Ludlow. No, that's too old, man. Hold on. Needs to do research because I'm horrible at remembering names. I'm literally awful at remembering names. Hold on. I mean, you have this guy. I forgot his name, but the actor's Ted Levine. You will hate him in this movie. You will definitely hate him, especially what he does to the dinosaurs. Because as they're guiding off the island, he just rips the dinosaurs' teeth off as trophies, as much as he can. He literally just stops the truck like, hey, and he just yeah. He just rips off a tooth off a freaking stegosaurus. I mean, my God. Asshole. Like, seriously, he's such an asshole in this freaking film. He is the asshole of the film. And when he gets his upcomings, you are just gonna go, yeah, fuck you. You deserve what you got. You know how he dies? Oh, it's silly, but let's go to his death because oh boy, well it's kind of satisfying after what he does. So the Sticky Moloch, the one with the dome head, not the Pachycephalosaurus. That's a different species. Sticky Moloch. She's the reason why Owen, Chris Pratt, and Claire. Bryce Dallas Howard, is got to escape for where they were being held. So yeah. So yeah, that dinosaur is the reason why they escaped. And there's a scene in the trailers where it's like, hey girl, you're thinking what I'm thinking, and it made it look like Owen was talking to Blue, but no, I was actually talking to Sticky Moloch. So he actually brings a Sticky Moloch into a freaking elevator, but he's like on the roof, like on the top of the elevator, and just lets loose the Sticky Moloch. Literally, I think it kills more people than most of the carnivores in the movie. It literally just fuck you, screw you. It just because the head is just solid bone, so when it hits you, you will break bone. Like wow, that for a small herbivore, it really fucked things. It really fucked things up. So it's funny, but it's like yeah, screw you, people. So after that little chaos is done, and after Owen tries to make sure the Indoraptor, the hybrid, won't leave the mansion they're in, let's just say things go wrong once again. So Ted Levine, Wheatley, there we go. That's the name of his character, Wheatley. There we go. I remember. Wheatley, he just goes in there when there is no one around. He sees the Indoraptor, which is trying to chew the cage it's in, trying to escape. He's like, "What are you? I don't remember seeing you on the island." And she just shoots the damn thing with tranquilizers. And for that moron, just open the cage, and he just tried to rip the teeth out. But it turns out the Indoraptor is plain dead. You can actually see it smile, like you're dead. Like the guy turns around, like plays to sleep. In the background, you see the tail. The guy turns, sees the tail. The Indoraptor opens his eyes and literally freaking smiles. The freaking hybrid smiles. So, yeah. It's this little smiling little chap. He likes to smile. There's no harm. So it smiles, and as the guy was trying to rip the tooth off, that's where you get the best death ever. Because after that, it just chomps on the guy's arm. He lifts him up and just twists and turns and rips his arm off his socket. And you have the guy literally all crying, like, oh, like there's saliva coming out of his mouth, and he's just shedding tears. He's shaking. He just backs away in the corner. He tries to touch his arm, but he's all shaky. And the Indoraptor just gobbles up the arm and moves closer and closer and closer to the hunter. Roars, just sniffs, roars, and then boom, right on the head. Like it screams and like, oh my god, yes, thank you. Thank you for getting rid of such an asshole on Earth. Oh my god. Like, it was actually like, you deserve that for after what you did. Screw you, Hunter. Not their name, just like in Journal, he was a hunter, so. But again, he was also a really good villain. And he almost killed Owen at some point, so. Yeah, he's just an asshole. He's an asshole in general. And he got what he deserved. And oh my god, it was scary, but it was glorious. It was glorious. So after that, the guy left the door open, and there's people running towards an elevator. And then the Indoraptor sees it and slowly just runs towards the elevator, but it closes. But, chaos theory, butterfly effect, accidentally hits the thing for the elevator, makes it open. You don't get to see it, but it kills every single person in the elevator. Yeah. That dinosaur is brutal. It's brutal, and it was amazing. So yeah. Oh, let's just go back on the island and say, well, they were looking for Blue. When they found Blue, you actually see one of the original Ford Explorers, the T-Rex knocked down from its enclosure, from the tree. Yeah, that's where Blue is. I think was her nest, like where she lived. Yeah. And after that, Blue got trust back from Owen, but that's when the freaking Hunter's tranquilizer, and someone pulled a gun on Owen and was trying to protect him. And chaos and deals. Owen got pissed off that Blue got shot with a real bullet. And that's when the hunter just tranquilizes him. Like, he literally shoots Owen with a tranquilizer. He almost got killed because lava was very nearby. Yeah, and he managed to survive. Tom Cruise style. Chris Pratt's the next Tom Cruise, confirmed. So there we have that. And now let's talk about the little girl of the movie. She's interesting. At first you're like, oh, another kid. But it's a tradition for these movies. Every Jurassic movie has a kid. You have Lex and Tim. From the first movie, you have the Ian Malcolm's daughter, adoptive maybe. From the second movie, you have Eric from Jurassic Park 3. You have Zach and Gray from Jurassic World. From Jurassic World. And here you have Maisie Lockwood in Fallen Kingdom. And she actually has a freaking purpose in this film. Like, I don't mind the other kids, but at least she actually has like a purpose in this film. And she's just curious. She's going around, yada yada. Turns out her father, I'm saying that with quotes, is selling the dinosaurs. He tells on him on Benjamin Lockwood, the old man, which he actually was telling the truth. He doesn't know about the dinosaurs, the black market thing that's happening. He didn't know about that. Obviously, he called him, but there's a dumb thing that happened there. He made him to call the police on himself, but whoop-de-doo, there is a pillow under the thing, and the guy, Eli Mills, which is the Maisie's father, literally suffocates the guy to death. Like, oh, I really did not see that coming. When I saw a pillow and he was looking at the old man like, oh, you're going there. You're gonna kill an old man. You're gonna kill an old man in this movie. But you don't see him get killed. The symbol for it to get killed is the amber cane that he has. It falls down and it breaks. Symbol indicating his death. Which, again, great cinematography there. Bayona, you really did amazing. It's amazing what they did. They don't show you what happened, but they show you something that indicates what happened. And I kind of think that's brilliant. Like, you don't show the death, but you indicate something that indicates he's dead. But anyway, moving on. Turns out I'm just gonna give you you know what? I'm not gonna spoil the twist. I'm not gonna say the twist. That's the thing. I'm not gonna spoil. There's a twist in this movie, and there's gonna be hints in the movie of it. But when you go, you're gonna go, what? That's how I was. Although I did put the pieces of the pieces of the puzzle, like, oh shit. Like, I did put it before they even said the twist. So I got it. It's a little bit predictable. You'll predict the twist, but it's still a good twist though. Like, oh, like, wow. That's good. That's better what Shyamalan has done. Joke. There's a twist in this movie. Yeah, but all I say, it involved the little girl. That's all I'll say. It involved the little girl. So yeah, And after all that chaos, the Indoraptors lose, chasing little girl. Yeah. Oh, Blue does not die, for those that are wondering. No, she does not die. She lives happily ever after alone. Because she's been caged up. She didn't blow up the lab, but she did attack the guy with the gun that caused him to shoot around, which made the lab blow up. And then the end of the movie, you have another court scene with Ian Malcolm. Everyone knows the dinosaurs are free. They're all over the not only they're for now they're only in the U.S., but they're spreading. They're gonna spread and spread and spread. And Malcolm's warning is, if you don't take care of them, they've been here on this earth before, and if we're not careful, they will be here longer than we will. And he says, "Welcome to Jurassic World." That's the theme of the franchise. This is gonna be a Jurassic World, like dinosaurs coexisting with humans. How's that gonna be? Is it gonna be like Planet of the Apes, or what's gonna happen? We will not find out until 3 years freaking later. The end credit scenes, it's not even worth it. It's literally like 5 seconds long. It just shows the pteranodons just chilling, literally chilling on the Eiffel Tower of Las Vegas. I'm not joking. That's literally the end credit scene. The pteranodons sitting there all comfortable in the Eiffel Tower of Las Vegas. That's all. It's not even worth it. There, I'm just saying, just close your eyes. Picture yourself, the pteranodons, just flying in the night sky, and the camera just zooms at the what looks like the Eiffel Tower, but then you get like a bird's eye view, and boom, it turns out to be the Eiffel Tower from Las Vegas. And that's it. Not even worth it. Okay, cool. Wish it was longer. We wish for something else. Yeah. Oh, and also there's no more hybrids. So yes, Indoraptor dies in this movie. And it's actually kind of glorious. Because it turns out the Indoraptor, the only way to control it is with a like a laser and with a high pitch, like it's a high pitched sound. When you click the high pitched sound, that's okay, attack. Say yeah, that's the attack mode of the Indoraptor. But so they're in this glass roof, and under that glass roof is the skull of a Triceratops, even though it's not scientifically accurate, but yet these movies aren't as scientifically accurate, so I'm not even gonna bother. So Claire just points the gun at Owen, Chris Pratt. He's like, okay, I think I know what you're doing here. Just I hope this works. She pointed at him. The Indoraptor just stares at Owen. She shoots. The thing freaking leaps. And then Owen just slides under, and that's when it falls. But it doesn't fall. It managed to hold on to something and climb back up. Blue just literally comes out of nowhere and just makes sure that thing falls. And it falls with amazing Michael Giacchino. The music, phenomenal in this movie, with the phenomenal soundtrack. Just falling, and then BAM! The Indoraptor is stabbed by the horns of the Triceratops. It lets out a very haunting roar. Well, squeal, and that's where Blue just gives out a roar, and because she's the one that killed it. Because it didn't land on it, like it just landed between, like on the side where the parts where the horns didn't go through. But anyway, that's how it dies, and it's glorious. Although I wish there was more Indoraptor in the movie. I wish there was more Indoraptor. It was barely in the movie. Like, Indoraptor, barely know him. Yeah, it's barely in the movie, but I still love the hell out of it. It's badass. So that's my spoiler review, and the more it's just the things I enjoyed and my explanation why I like this film. So that's why I give the film a 9.5 out of 10. I'm definitely gonna go see this movie again, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Adios, compadres!